Take a breath and arrive where you are. This is a quiet space to remember what you already know, to steady your light, and to return to yourself without pressure or performance. These teachings are not meant to be consumed once and left behind. They are meant to be returned to, like a well you draw from in different seasons, like a path you walk again, only to notice something new each time. What they offer is not information, but orientation, a way to come back into balance when life pulls you outward and scatters your attention. This is an invitation to revisit, not because you forgot, but because you've lived. Because growth changes the way truth lands, and because remembrance deepens when it is met again, gently, where you are now. Revisiting these teachings is important because remembering is not permanent. It is cyclical. Life pulls us outward again and again, and wisdom only stays alive when we return to it. Revisiting is not a sign that something was missed. It is a sign that life has changed. Each season asks different questions of the same truth. What once felt clear can become distant when responsibilities grow, bodies change, or grief and pressure enter the picture. These teachings are meant to meet you where you are now, not where you were when you first encountered them. Revisiting allows truth to deepen rather than harden. It keeps wisdom from becoming an idea instead of a lived experience. Balance is restored through return between inner knowing and outer demands, between remembering who you are and navigating who you are required to be in the world. Revisiting reminds you to pause before reacting, to check whether your light is grounded or scattered, to notice when integrity or boundaries have quietly eroded under the weight of being needed or understood. Without revisiting, even sacred insight becomes distant memory. With revisiting, it becomes embodied again, felt in the breath, lived in the choices, expressed through restraint, clarity, and care. These teachings are not meant to move forward without you. They are meant to walk with you. Returning to them is how you stay aligned without becoming rigid, devoted without becoming lost, and awake without becoming ungrounded. Revisiting is how balance stays alive. Passing these teachings on matters because remembering is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a rhythm, a returning. Life has a way of pulling us outward into urgency, into comparison, into survival mode. Even the most awake, grounded people forget who they are when the days get loud and the body gets tired. These teachings exist as reminders, not rules. They are not meant to elevate anyone above another. They are meant to bring us back into balance. Balance between inner light and outer life, between effort and rest, between action and listening, between giving and preserving what is sacred within you. Without reminders, even truth becomes distant. You may know something deeply, yet live far from it. You may carry wisdom, yet abandon it when fear or pressure appears. That is not failure. That is being human. This is why teachings are passed on, not because people are empty, but because they are full and need help holding what they already carry. The ancient wisdom understood this. It was shared in cycles, revisited again and again, not to add knowledge, but to keep the inner flame from scattering. These teachings help you pause before you betray yourself. They help you notice when your light is leaky into places it was never meant to go. They remind you that boundaries are not rejection, they are protection. They restore balance when polarity pulls too hard, when spiritual ideas become ego, when humility turns into self-erasure, when strength forgets softness, or softness forgets strength. Passing them on is an act of care, it says. You're not alone in remembering, it says. Others have walked this path and lost their footing too. It says, come back to center. These teachings are not meant to be followed blindly. They are meant to be lived slowly, felt in the body, tested in real moments, applied when you are choosing how to speak, when to stop, when to rest, when to walk away, and when shared with integrity. They do not create dependency. They create sovereignty. They do not tell people what to think. They help people remember how to listen. That is the balance. Not clinging to wisdom, not discarding it either, but letting it move through life as a quiet companion. Passing these teachings on is not about preserving the past, it is about stabilizing the present, so that when someone forgets their light, there is a gentle voice nearby reminding them, you've been here before, you know this way, come back to yourself. So let this be something you return to, not something you rush past. Let it meet you in new seasons, new questions, new versions of yourself. What is true does not fade, it waits patiently for your attention again. Revisiting is how wisdom stays alive, how balance is restored, how the inner light remains steady in a world that constantly pulls outward. When you return, you do not start over. You arrive deeper. A blessing for integration. May you carry what you've remembered with gentleness. May it settle into your body, not just your thoughts. May balance return where things felt pulled apart. May your inner light remain steady and protected. May integrity guide your choices and boundaries hold your energy with care. May you revisit truth whenever life asks more of you, and may you walk forward quietly aligned, not needing to prove, rush, or explain, trusting that what is real within you will always be enough. And so it is.